Hi friends, it's Jules. Welcome to Jules Journals. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some anxiety I've been having regarding journaling, which sounds really silly, but I think a lot of journalers go through a journaling slump or journaling anxiety. And I am not a perfectionist by any means, so it's not really about that. It's just kind of what do I want to do and what do I want to focus on. And it started, I think, because of my Hobonichi. So this is my Hobonichi, and this is a cover for it. And I really do like a lot of it. I've been keeping track of my wordles in here, and I'm putting a photo a day in here for each month, which I love this. So somehow I want to continue on doing that, whether I continue in here or not, I'm not sure. I've already written some notes for 2026, what I think my plans for 2026 are going to be, but I'm going to give up my Hobonichi for the year. I think that's what I need to do to get over this little anxiety that I'm having and slump. I use the weeklies here, which kind of is repetitive. I also keep a 5-year journal where I do write stuff every day. So this has really just been hodgepodge of stuff, but not journaling, not smash booking. And I really can't do smash booking in here because it's so thick. It'll just become so bulky. So I am going to be done with this for a while. I got to figure out what to do with the monthlies. That's how bulky she is right now. And it's just getting really hard to work in. I would love to just be able to journal each day in there. Maybe that's what I'll try and do for 2026. But right now it's like even hard to write on this side. And I don't know if I would keep up with that. Every day writing this much, I don't think I would. I like my 5-year journal. I only write a few sentences for each day. It's really just about what I did. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give this up for now, which last year I did the last half of the year. So there we go. I did a full year in a Hobonichi. And shoot, I put on new stickers on here. Oh well. I mean, that's how much she's bulging. I don't know, you can't really see in there, but she's bulging quite a bit. Okay, I don't know what I'll put in here. The Stologies fit really nicely in there, but I already have another one, so I'll have to figure that out. And some of the things I've been thinking about is I want to get back into my project life. Project life is where you document a week at a time. So you'll have week 1, week 2 of the year. And so 1 week is a spread. And I really do like that. I love this. And I want to get back into it. I'm way behind. I took all this out because I'm actually putting in our vacation photos in this way. For me, this is kind of lazy scrapbooking. You don't have to have a beautiful spread. The pieces help you. I don't know what I was going to do with that piece right there. Oh, I did put, that's the end of the year, actually. I put in some of the end of the year stuff. And then, yeah, I really like it. I even did I wrote up, typed up little postcards for what we did on our Utah trip. But I ended, let's see if I can tell. Oh, I have some Valentine stickers in here, so it must have been February. Yep. So I have a long way to go to catch up on this, but I'm willing to do it. I want to focus on this. Yeah. So that's what I want to focus on. And then you just put them in a 3-ring binder. The size I have right now is a 9 by 12, and I get all this from scrapbooking.com. I love doing this. And these cards make it just really easy. And then I type up stuff because I do not like my handwriting. All right. So those are some of the things I've just made some decisions on this week. So that feels good. These are some things I was holding on to put in my Hobonichi. But the other thing I made a decision on is I'm just going to do normal smash booking more often. And just, that is for me where I just smash crap down. It doesn't even matter if it's beautiful or not. It could be just images I like. This is maps from our vacation. This is the list of 50 best restaurants in Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yeah, a menu. Our Vanity Fair. That one I did kind of think about, but our Vanity Fair ballot for the Oscars. Don't even know what's in here. Oh, it's in a couple articles, newspaper articles. And this is my list when I was more up to date on my Jules Reads channel on 10 books and movie adaptations to keep an eye out for this year. Anyway, so I want to do more in here. So I figured that's what we'll do in this video, is just smash some stuff. All right. And I like that it's not, I don't have the pressure of the dates. Like I have to do something every day. I don't have that pressure. Isn't it silly, the pressure we put on ourselves? Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you, you probably just saw it off to the side, is I've been putting stickers on the front of my regular glue book. So this is my 8x8 glue book, and I've started putting stickers on it. It was kind of getting some spots on the front, so I thought, why not add some stickers? So that's fun. And this is my regular glue book that I glue in. Oh, and I was going to do all stickers on the inside cover, because I do collect a lot of stickers, so I need to start using them more. I actually just put my sticky club membership subscription on hold because I'm like, I have way too many stickers. But that's another update for you. All right. These two, I could actually just glue the backs and put them in here. All right. I guess I could talk a little bit about my trip again. Maybe I'll finish up Paris in this video. I was talking to you about, I know I left off with Shakespeare, talking about Shakespeare and Company, the bookstore in Paris. So I will talk a little bit about the picnic we had. I love doing a picnic in Paris along the river. Just go sit down by the river, get yourself some cheese and wine and bread and meat. The hardest part of that was finding all the things that we needed to take with us. But our Airbnb host was fabulous and told us exactly where to go, and it was perfect. This was from my vacation to New York. I've gone on way too many vacations this year, and I'm totally broke and need to save some money. All right, so yeah, we did a picnic. That was fun. And then we ended up, my husband wanted to go, these are things I want to cut out. My husband wanted to go to this all kind of, I don't know why, it reminds me of Wizard of Oz. Maybe it's the monkeys. I'm not sure. And see, I could just smash in like that and not cut it out, but I'm going to cut out. I'm going to cut out the monkeys first. So he wanted to go to the Pantheon. And he's like, well, it's a lot of dead people to see. And we're like, we don't really want to go there. So the rest of us three, went to the gardens that are opposite of the Louvre. And we had a glass of wine, and we sat there and just relaxed. Walked a little bit, sat, relaxed. And then we ended up we went back to the Airbnb and got fixed up a little bit, freshened up. And then we went and sat at a cafe and sat there. That was one of my favorite moments in the entire trip. I love people watching and watching the fashion of Paris. And it was a busy street where lots of people were walking by, almost like it was a pedestrian street, but it wasn't. It was right in our neighborhood. I would definitely stay in that neighborhood again. And if anyone is going there, let me know and I can give you some places to go and where to stay type of things. But anyway, so that was one of my favorite moments of the entire trip, is just sitting there, having some wine, watching people walk by. By the way, our service was excellent. We didn't have any poor service. We had very friendly service, very kind and friendly. So, because sometimes people say, well, the French are rude to Americans. We didn't feel that at all. Those were the two. I do like this. I mean, I like them all, but I'm going to cut out these three for right now. This little guy here. I don't know what else to put on this page. And then, let's see. It was us three for a while, and then my husband did meet up with us. Oh, and then we went to dinner, and I got It's not called French onion soup in France. It's just called onion soup, but basically French onion soup. And then escargot. And one of our friend, the guy, he is a pretty simple eater. His palate is pretty basic, I guess, like chicken fingers, burgers, you know, probably pretty normal in America. And he tried escargot and he liked it. So that was fun. And then we ended up going to, they love live music. My husband and I are just not really into it anymore. But so we went to a place that had a singer and that was fun. And then we went to a jazz club that was, it's featured in La La Land, the movie. It appears that in the movie that Ryan Gosling's character is going there to perform, but they don't actually show him in there. But it's a really interesting place. For me, it was too hot and too crowded. I sat upstairs because actually the basement was hotter, which was weird. But it was, yeah, really interesting place. I can't remember what it's called. I probably have a photo over here if I just look at it. Caveau de la Huchette. Yeah. And then I wanted to cut out RGB Super Diva. One time I posted a video a long time ago of RGB. I think she was about a notebook or a calendar that was her on the cover, and someone said, ew. I'm like, RGB. I'm like, really? You could just unsubscribe right now. And if anyone feels that way, feel free to unsubscribe. That's okay. Definitely differences of opinion there. And I'm just going to put her right there because there's a big glue mess right there. No idea what I'll put around her, but I'll figure it out. Maybe some stickers. Yes, and this, you could come back in and do stuff later. I feel like this thing, why is this guy not sticking down? Ugh, now it's getting really gummed up. This could be really childlike, but maybe that's what I like about it. It's just messy and, oh my gosh, why are these things not sticking? And I had these two, not sure, oh, I think we have to cut out the words. I just liked 3 Ways to Lead Like a Boss, Quit Reacting and Start Responding. I like the articles. Let's see if I can do this. And then the next day was the Louvre and Versailles. We weren't originally really going to go to Versailles because of time constraints. But during our trip, we had 2 or 3 people say, well, you have to go to Versailles. And I had been there 25 years ago, and it was okay. It was a rainy day. We did not enjoy it. The gardens are nice, but they have some sort of efficiency and effective. It's not effective. Well, I'm trying to find the right word. Where the House of Mirrors are, I want to leave her name, who wrote the article. And beyond that was so crowded and hot. Oh my gosh, I wanted to jump out a window. I thought this might be how I die. I might jump out the window here at Versailles. It was so hot. Anyway, let's go back to the Louvre. might have been the quickest person to ever walk through the Louvre. We all kind of separated. Well, a couple, our friends stayed together, the two of them. And my husband had a list of things he wanted to see. He had never been there. I had been there before. So we first started out seeing the Mona Lisa, which is very small if you've never seen it before. And to me, it's underwhelming. I just don't think it's, I don't know. Anyway. Okay. And I had these postcards that I wrote. I even wrote one to myself. And I what did I say? Oh, I had to get to the post office to mail them. And that was my goal, was to get them mailed. I wrote them actually while we were sitting in those gardens, which was nice. Anyway, I go to one, so I literally only stayed in the Louvre like a half hour. But it's fine. They stayed there a few hours. But I went to one post office, walked, you know, like 2 miles. It was closed. So I had to walk another 1.5 miles to another one. That day, I think I had the most steps. It was over like 25,000 steps. I did gain weight on the trip, though. I'm sure it's the drinking from noon to you go to bed, basically. All right, and then I have this guy, David Bowie. This guy. I've had this sitting on my bookshelves in the background on in my office where I am right now. And in meetings, I think it freaked people out because you can't really tell what it is. And then one time my boss was like, "Is that Kevin Bacon?" Like, no, it's David Bowie. So I was looking up, oh shoot. I think I'm gonna have to cut off the artist name. I'll cut it off and put it somewhere. Is it still a little too big? I was looking up on Instagram, like smash books. I'm like, is it still a thing? Do people do smash books? And yep, they sure do. I don't remember if this was looks like this was a really old issue of the CA magazine. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I think that was our last day. Is there anything else exciting about that day? Had really good pizza that day. Oh, the kind of cool thing was the other couple had gone to bed already, and my husband and I were just relaxing. All of a sudden we hear this loud speaker, like dance music. It was like 10 o'clock. Come down our street. And I look out the window real quick, and I see this guy on like rollerblades or roller skates with a big pile of balloons behind him. I'm just going to put his name. I think I'll put it over here. And I think what he was like the hype guy. So all of a sudden down at the bar that's a half block away, everyone at the bar starts dancing. So there must have been like a birthday party or something. And then, so he brings the dance party to them at a bar and they were just dancing in the street. My husband went down there and filmed some of it, and I didn't because I had already taken my bra off. And it was just really cool. I will try to insert some footage here for that. And that was our last day in Paris. So yeah, the next video I'll start talking about Edinburgh, Scotland. Are you guys bored with me talking about my trip? At least it gives me something to talk about. All right, so I'm glad I made some decisions and told you guys about them, because I'm sure you're wondering. I was thinking about putting on the words Smash Book in like Frankenstein letters, which I think there's a book you can buy that's Frankenstein stickers, like the letters that are cut out. Anyway, I might do that and just say Smash Book. I saw people do that, or it might just be all stickers. I do have a few stickers, which now that I'm thinking about it, I could put these on and they kind of match. I'll do those. Wait, I'll do this one because it has the yellow as well. All right. I feel like there was something else I was going to say and I forgot, but let me get these stickers on. Maybe. Let's do this. Rough Trade was a record store that we went to in London. All right, I will chat with you guys soon. Take care and peace out.